First News with Keeler in the morning on WIBX and WIBX950.com.
WIBX.
This is Keeler.
WIBX 950, 92.3 FM.
Now back to the Keeler Show.
All right, good morning. In studio right now is Brian Miller. We will start by congratulating him on his victory. Andrew, you do the
Congratulations.
Well, thank you, guys. I just want to thank everyone out there for believing in me and having the support, the overwhelming support for re-election to 22nd Assembly District.
We learned a lot about you during this whole thing.
Yeah, I've lived a pretty interesting life. I've
Stuff
done a lot
that we
of
had
things.
no idea about. You're an engineer. We knew that kind of, but not that you played such a role and were a part of like where Homogeneous Metals is today and the things, if you're flying on an airplane, there's a good chance there's a part that is on that plane that's come from the Mohawk Valley.
Well, there could be some powder from Clayville, New York.
From Clayville.
Flying somewhere in the world today. I'm sure
wild.
there is today, but I don't know how long those discs are in service. But
Yeah.
I actually, the last time I flew was just a few weeks ago, and I got on the plane and said, "Thank you, Brian Miller."
Yeah, he did. He did. I remember you told me
I
about
looked
that.
down and I said, "Thank you."
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done a lot of things, not just at Homogeneous. I work for Bartel Machinery too, out in Rome, and that's another gem here in the Mohawk Valley that really nobody knows what they do. So
there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
There really is a lot of that. I mean, we could go for, if we focused on a business every single day, we would be shocking and surprising people for years, every day. And then you take a look at, there's a story I have on Remington, the sign being taken down at Remington Arms, where my dad worked when I was growing
That's
up.
a sad day for the valley. You drive by, you've always seen the iconic sign there.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be a memory now.
It is. And now you're seeing the parking lot overgrown. You're going to start seeing the decay in the building. And, I know they feel like they have something going there. I hope that works out. That's a big facility.
It's a lot of square feet.
Yeah, it is.
But, one thing that's, going to be a challenge for everybody, it's an old manufacturing facility, and it may have to be repurposed for who knows what.
Who knows what.
Herkimer County has a great economic development team down there, and I know they'll come up with something.
Well, they have a new distribution center going in, right?
I heard that earlier this morning.
And we don't know who
what
it is.
I don't know who it is. And
that's going to be interesting to see there. All right, seeing you have a history in football, we're going to make our picks here.
Yeah,
and
we need your help.
Maybe you can help a little bit. Andrew really needs your help.
Oh, says the last place 13-pointer.
How many points do you have?
You have 15, and I and Jake have 16.
Okay, so we're pretty close.
It seems neck and neck here.
Neck and neck from the bottom. Davey, of course, is the pick'em leader.
That's because he goes to Scott every time.
Do you, Davey?
Look at the lack of denial.
You do cheat.
Well, it's like betting on Syracuse basketball. When the NCAAs come, you can either bet with your heart or you can
bet with your wallet.
Or you can bet. Well, that's most people do, or you can bet with the data.
I do not.
You do not cheat.
You don't console?
No, I don't.
All right, let's throw these games out here. Is Wayne getting in? Is
That's
Wayne
Jake on one.
That's
All right,
Jake. Okay. Hi, Jake. You in here?
Jake, you and I are stuck together in second to last.
Get your picks in here. All right, Andrew's going to read off the games, and we'll go from there.
All right, this week we had to do a little change up, but we are going to pick tonight's game, the AFC North matchup, Bengals Ravens.
Okay.
This was close last time.
It was.
And divisional games for the Ravens are tough.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
They
won the first game, right?
Yes.
That's always hard and close. When teams are close, it's hard to win twice. But I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Okay. I also am going to go with the Ravens. I probably shouldn't, but hey, let's go down on the sinking ship together, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Davey, how about you? Ravens, Bengals.
Ravens.
All right.
I don't like there's so many.
And Jake, what are you doing?
Hi. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What do you think on the tonight's game?
Oh boy, is that game in Cincinnati?
It's a good question.
Quick, what is
I
it?
think it's in Baltimore.
You think or you know? Hold on.
Yeah, you got to know. We're checking it out.
Okay,
It's at Baltimore. Yes.
It is at Baltimore.
all right, I'll take the Ravens.
All right. What do you think of this one, Brian?
Bengals.
Bengals.
Oh, you are going with
They
the
had a big
Bengals,
win
huh?
last week, and he's coming
Divisional
alive.
round.
Quarterback.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay.
Wayne's on the other line.
You want to
Wayne?
do the rest of Jake's picks though?
And then Wayne, who are you taking on tonight's game?
I'm going to take the Bengals.
Bengals. Okay. I think it's probably a good pick.
All right, I can probably make up some ground here with Wayne. All right.
Okay. All right. Next game. Here we go.
All right, Jake and Wayne, we've got Steelers Commanders on Sunday.
Ooh. I'm going to go with the
Commanders. I'm going with the Commanders.
All right, hold on. Whoa.
Wayne's going with the
Okay.
Steelers.
Wayne, Steelers.
Where do you go on this one,
Here,
Brian?
everybody.
Steelers.
Steelers.
All right, Jake, where are you going?
Commanders.
Yeah.
See, this is one of those ones where some points can shift.
Yep.
That's a long game.
Andrew, who are you taking?
I think I am going to take Washington.
Okay. And Davey.
I'll stick with Washington, too.
All right. We got everybody? And
What
I know
did you
we
pick?
I'm going with Washington.
Okay, this is just annoying here.
Yeah, I know you are. But listen, you'll be okay.
All right, and then Lions Texans.
Detroit.
All right, so Jake's going with Detroit.
I'm with Jake on this one.
All right,
How do you feel on this one, Brian?
It's a Lions game.
Yeah, I think so.
Wayne,
It's Detroit and who?
Texans.
Yeah, I'll go with Detroit.
And Davey.
Lions.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
Andrew, current standings. Go through these standings.
Final
here.
game. We have 4 games this week.
There's one
The
more.
final game is Monday Night Football. Dolphins Rams.
Rams.
Okay, Wayne's
Boy,
going
I
Rams.
don't know. And you
Jake,
know,
what do you think?
Monday night always messes with it's
With a
prime
team,
time. It's but I got to
Rams
tell you,
are at home.
I thought Tua looked pretty good last week.
Yes. Jake, what do you think?
Rams. See, Tua's inconsistently. I just don't. I wish Miami'd get rid of him. Really.
Interesting.
Well, they've done everything too.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody else has
They
done everything.
need.
to get rid of him.
I mean, they're going to keep him for at least a while. Davey, Rams, Dolphins.
I'm going with the Dolphins.
Whoa!
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of a lead that he can play with.
So we got Wayne yet?
Right.
Wayne, yours
Wayne
is?
went with the Rams.
I'm going to go with the Rams.
You?
I am also going with the Rams.
Brian, what
Rams.
Rams.
And then Bill.
I'm going with Davey on this one.
All right, so you'll further sink your
I
lead.
feel like I don't think so. This may be an opportunity for me to put you
make up some ground
in last place.
Okay.
Put me
Well,
down
we're
for,
not too different.
Where are the
It's
standings?
going to come down. All right, so right now,
put me down for Miami.
Davey is leading the pack with 21 points.
Wow, good for him.
Wayne is in second place at 19, tied with Larry. We still got to get Larry's picks. So it's Wayne and Larry in second place. Jake, you and I are tied for third place at 16. Bill's in lonely
Just
last with
right in to
15.
see. I want to see how Brian did because he did really well. I'm going to start calling him before I make my picks. So.
So Brian, you went Ravens, or no? He went Bengals. He went Commanders.
No.
Steelers.
Steelers.
Oh, against the grain.
Andrew.
Detroit.
He went with the
Detroit.
Lions and he went with LA.
And LA.
All right.
Andrew,
Yes.
can I take Donald Trump?
Yeah.
There you
Of course
go.
you can.
No,
Well,
you guys have a
the
good
winning
day.
pick.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you, Wayne. Thank you. And Jake, thank you. Have a wonderful day.
We'll have to just get Larry's
You too,
picks.
guys.
Okay,
All right,
thanks.
Jake.
Yeah, we got to get Larry's because the game
It's
is
tonight.
Okay. Brian Miller, before we...
I just want to ask Brian. Can I ask Brian a question?
No.
I want to ask him a question.
All right.
So, you had this phenomenal career in engineering and all you did. What actually inspired? I don't know if we ever had this conversation. What inspired you to want to run for office in the first place?
It was
So then we
something.
go back to the legislature.
That was something the family was always. My family
Did you
was
wanna
always
do 'em on
involved
the
in.
air?
My grandfather was the town judge when I was very young, and my uncle sat on the Paris Town Board for many years. When I decided to throw my hat in the ring, I know I called my father up and he said, "Don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't do it. You're going to
Yeah,
lose."
thinking, yeah.
Well,
You're going to lose.
Oh,
Well,
he did say that.
Yes, he did.
Not even that it's a difficult process or you got to deal with people. It's no, you'll lose.
And I had a primary for the position of town supervisor in Bridgewater. and I won by 7 votes. And
that was close.
We've been lucky. We've worked very hard to be where we are today.
How long were you on the Utica County Legislature?
16 years.
16 years, and then so you were a young guy when you joined the legislature.
I believe I was in my early 40s.
Yeah.
When I was a supervisor, I was like 33 years old.
Still a young guy.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Still a young guy.
Yeah.
Okay, and what are now you're heading back in the position as assemblyman in the minority, but you do a really good job of working across. You have to.
Well, we have
to get
to.
anything done in the state, you're going to have to work with Democrats.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The things we're looking at this year, of course, our public safety is always huge. Affordability. We're overregulated, overmandated.
Yeah.
We had a $238 billion budget last year. Let's see where we're going to come up now. We're going to have to prioritize where we want to be. We're going to have to reintroduce all our legislation for next year and co-sponsor new legislation that's coming on.
And you feel the President-elect Trump needs to absolutely support the CHIPS bill.
Absolutely.
And keep that money coming.
It's flowing right down the I-90 corridor. And, I don't know if the speaker, if it was misinterpreted, but, a streamlined process would be a lot better than what we got now, and they need to improve it.
Because there's some regulations that are holding up the groundbreaking of that project right now, right?
Now we're looking at 2025 for the break ground over there.
And the what we're really trying to do is to take some of this back from overseas. Some of these chips, we're relying on China and Taiwan and places like that.
Right, it's technology, but it's also it's also national security here.
Right, yeah, that's a very good point. So. Then you would hope that we really do a focus on the bail reform and making additional changes that need to be really putting more into the hands of the judges to be able to have that judicial discretion.
They need their discretion. It's public safety, bail reform. We still have a retail theft situation out there. It hasn't gone away. It's just gotten quieter.
Yeah.
But, as we drive every day, we want to make sure that upstate New York gets our equal share of bridge and highway money.
Yeah.
That's the huge thing.
I got to tell you, there's a chance that we end up, Rome ends up losing Stefanik.
Well, it could be.
Happen.
We hear rumors out there of maybe a cabinet position. Who knows? It'd be a great loss to us here because our new congressperson is going to be in the minority.
Right.
And it's going to be, Elise has done a great job, and we need to lean on her.
Yeah. All right. And I know you appreciate everybody that's out there, and they voted for you. And
absolutely, and I'm glad it's over. It seemed to be election year. This is one of the longest elections we have.
It's going to be starting again soon.
It gets longer and longer.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
are you running for re-election next term?
As of today, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks.
The
Brian Miller campaign kicks off.
You must declare early, and sometimes
that's the way it is.
That'll fend off the opponent.
This year we've had this public campaign finance.
Changed everything.
That's a big deal.
It's been crazy. It's been a whole different way of doing things. Last week we were with some of the majority members out there who supported the bill, who are now saying that it should be repealed.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Well, it's allowing. I get it. I always feel when everybody's running unopposed, while it's wonderful for the incumbent, the reality is it is good to have competition, and it's good to have people that are competing and fighting for their position. But this really drew in people who had no intention of running for an office like this, but they knew there was money there and they could do it and it would be completely funded. So I think it really brought in some wrong people. It did not bring in another younger Brian Miller, for instance, to go after you in this case.
I think it opened the door for a lot of people who, in the past they looked at the cost of the campaigns, I can't do this. Now it's I can.
I raise a little bit of money and I get a lot.
And I get a lot for it.
Yeah.
But one of the big pieces of advice I'd like to give anybody out there who is looking to come into these positions. Please start at the town level, go to the county, so you understand
get some
every decision
experience
that the state makes, how it affects everybody.
And that was one of Griffo's comments as well, saying, his opponent had never done anything in government. And
you want to go to the state Senate.
You're going to the Senate. I mean, it is nice to be able to understand how government meetings work. I mean, even that is a bit of a, you got to learn right from the very beginning. And you could learn that at a town level.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Congratulations.
Thank you again.
Big win. We'll break.